Welcome back, you underwater tournament bagels, to another fun-filled day of Let's Playing with your favorite, I don't know, maybe not so favorite host, Chezni, as we tromp about in another day of Lands of Lore Let's Playing. Gosh darn it. Baldur's Gate Let's Playing with Luther, our protagonist from Lands of Lore. Hope you're ready for another adventure brought to you by Please Insert CD. As always, sit back, enjoy some fun. Now, last we left off, we were romping about Peldvale, looking for bandits and promptly not joining them, as was advised that we do by both Drizzt and I think somebody else. I don't remember quite who else said we should. I don't know why there are these gibberlings here, but it's a sad day for them to be here. Regardless, we are looking for any kind of evidence to point us in the right direction of the bandit camp. How are you, my friends? I hope everything is going fancy and free in your lives, wherever you may be it an office, on the bus listening on your phone, or just, oh gosh, avoiding getting shot by chill bandits while you're a mage with no AC whatsoever. If you actually find yourself in that last scenario, please tell me what portal you went into to reach the fantasy land of Farron, and I will be right behind you. Alright, we run into the Black Talon Elite here. I don't think this is our first time encountering them. They do pose quite a threat to any unarmored, unshielded target due to the fact that they wield these arrows of ice +2. It is not a fun and friendly ballistic to go up against, especially if you are unprepared. However, as long as our front row people are in the front, like they should be, we shouldn't have too much trouble, especially with Khalid gaining that extra level there. He has even more HP to soak up any... What the bear? Who's wait. Thy decency is refreshing when so many... Who is she talking to? Dynahair apparently likes someone on the party. She's right next to Jaheira. Jaheira is turned and looking at her. I think Dynahair is talking to Jaheira. However, why are there these three bears here? Have you seen large airless bear? That's a Psychonaut reference for all you non-inundated. That's not how you say that word.
I'm not surprised.
Unindated?
Not in here.
You have need of me?
Okay. We could just walk past these bears. That's probably fine. We don't need to fight them. I'm just nervous. You never know when a bear is just going to get upset and start attacking the party for basically no reason. Okay, looks like we're fine. Just walking through the countryside on a bright sunny day. You remember that? Going outside when that wasn't such a hassle? People who are watching this, you know, all two of you who are watching this after 2020 are just gonna not understand. They're gonna be like, what? What's Chezni talking about? Going outside? Why would that ever be an issue? Well, it's because Martians actually took over the planet and then rewrote the history book. No, obviously that's not it. Although that would be far more entertaining, I assume. Maybe not. I don't know. Have you watched V? Not V for Vendetta. V, the TV series. You know, the one with the lizard people. And Freddy Krueger. Yeah. That wasn't exactly very fun.
I'm not surprised. But
for the people involved, of course. Alright, apparently there are just wargs in Peldvale. Khalid taking a hit there, not making me terribly impressed with his fighter prowess. We'll split the party off, and it does look like, unfortunately, one of the wargs is going for our back line. And with only two front row fighters, we can't really have another melee fighter go chase after it. So we're going to have Imoen run through the forest here. Whilst the fighters take care of the other two wargs, with one of the wargs down, we'll send another of the fighters off to hopefully deal with the one chasing Imoen. Kelly takes another hit here before finally dispatching that warg, which leads us to the last one, which should fall pretty soon. Kelly taking a lot of hits here, which is unbecoming of his AC. Look at this. We have a -3 on both Luther and Khalid, and yet Khalid is just soaking up the hits. Were those crits? I wonder. Jahira rolled a crit. Warg. Yeah, that was a crit from the Warg. I don't know if it's worth it to go back and fight. One of those hits on Khalid was a crit, though. That would certainly explain the damage.
No, not in here.
Luckily, the benefits of good just keep rolling in, and of course Luther has access to those 2 Cure White Wounds spells, making it very easy to top people off, or at least get them boosted semi up to their original HP. 45 out of 52 Cure Light Wounds heals, what, 8? So another one would actually be exactly his max HP.
Excellent.
Some kind of weird symbols in the ground here from rocks. Uh-oh. There's a bear here. I'm a little nervous about this bear. I'm more nervous about the apparent establishment of civilization that we found here. Is this... We have a whole corner of the map? I don't know what this is. Let's assassinate this bear. I don't know if there's like going to be an angry druid up here or something. I know that sounds funny. In retrospect, maybe we shouldn't fight the bear, because maybe the druid will get angry
Not in here.
that we killed the bear, but it's fine. The bear's dead. What is going on here? What is all this? This is nothing.
That might work.
What is this here for?
For you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Narrator? Did we just find the narrator? That was definitely the voice actor for the narrator. Arrogant fools! You return to this very slaughter for which you were responsible. Your blood will soak the ground before I allow any of you to leave. I will avenge the deaths of my brothers. Well, hopefully he's not talking about that bear we just offed. What are you talking about? We've killed no one. I think you're a little addled in the head. Perhaps you should calm down so that we can figure out who really killed your brothers. You think your excuses can work on me? I know what you are, what all of you are. Let the wrath of Malar destroy you and your faithless companions. Oh boy. Alright, let's back that one up. Let's just exit stage left here. Or I guess we're on the left side, so that would be stage right, wouldn't it? Isn't it like the opposite? Oh, that's a glyph of warding. That's gonna hurt so much. Oh gosh, why didn't we split the party? He was casting based on the graphic. I thought it was entanglement. Oh my goodness, and we have no healing magic, so we just spent it on Khalid. I guess it's a good thing we spent it on Khalid. Alright. We can still win this. This is fine. We're just going to have to play very carefully. Luther, luckily, must have saved verse spell, because he didn't seem to take very much damage. Jahira took the lion's share of damage there with 28, as well as Imoen taking 28. Khalid, I guess, also took 27. Yeah, Luther took 16. Did he save? I don't see a saving roll. He just... Yeah, Luther just decided not to take as much damage. Is he wearing the boots? Oh my goodness. Talus's boots. That 50% electrical resistance that I said like would never matter. Apparently it does matter. Okay, so that's what's keeping Luther in the game here. Khalid is going to swap to his bow and deal with this cave bear that spawned in out of nowhere. Jahira is going to throw down Bless. Imoen going to continue to fire and will definitely run if we see any kind of sign of AoE magic coming our way again. Dynahair will just cast Magic Missile, that's fine. Not terribly useful, but what else are you going to have her do? We should hopefully dispatch the cave bear fairly quickly. Yeah, 650 EXP. We're going to have Luther inch forward to test the waters on... Well, why don't we have Dynahair come with him here? Dynahair's got this Wand of Blizzard. And you know what? Imoen can come up. Yeah, let's just get all the ranged fighters in here. Let's just pull everyone in. So the idea here is we're going to creep... Wait, someone's taking crushing damage. Corsone? Corsone took crushing damage from the cave bear. Somebody named Corsone is fighting a cave bear. What was the name of the guy we just talked to? It wasn't Corsone, it was something else. Let's see here. It was Osmati. So apparently someone named Corsone is helping us out here. Alright, we'll sneak Luther forward. Okay, seems safe. We'll have the rest of the party follow. We're just trying not to get the wrong person targeted. Okay, there we go. So, why don't we have Dinah here launch a line of blizzard at Osmati. Imoen, due to her position, will focus on the cave bear, and Luther will just run forward, and hopefully we disrupt... Yeah, hopefully we disrupt Osmati's casting here. No, we did not. However, what was that, a hold person spell? Hold person. So, now that I finally I know I keep saying it, I understand how save versus spells work. So, we rolled a 19, or the game rolled a 19, or the DM rolled a 19, or whatever, and because our save versus spell is 15, 19 is higher than 15, so we successfully save versus the spell. Did not take the effects of the hold person spell. In spite of the fact that we are just unloading on Osmati, he still managed to keep his... he did not have casting failure. We're going to go ahead and have Imoen creep forward. We definitely just want to focus all of our efforts on Osmati. Luther taking a little hit there. We're going to have him drop that instant cast Cure Light Wound spell. Osmati is now dead. And we'll just focus on the cave bear and we should be good now. My goodness, that glyph of warding was bonkers. Whew. Let's have a quick chat with Corson. Corson?
That might work.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
It's also voiced by the narrator. What's up with that? I guess I'll just do the same voice. I must apologize for the actions of Osmati. He had lost his mind after what happened here. Some days passed. A group of bandits calling themselves the Chill entered our camp as we worked upon this shrine. They killed and murdered everyone they came across, including some of Osmati's close friends. So, here's the thing. This guy, Corson, is actually a villain. I don't remember the full story, but Corson manipulated Osmati somehow. I don't remember all the details. But the funny thing is, though, I feel like a chaotic good Luther would actually just trust Corson. I don't really feel... I mean, he would... Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we're just gonna say, thank you for the valuable assistance. It is a shame that Osmati had to be dealt with in such a manner, but there was little choice. Perhaps we will meet again. I wish you luck on your journeys. And that's where we leave that quest. Anyway, Osmati had this funky spear, which I think is a quarterstaff in disguise? The Backbiter, +3. Cursed weapon will appear as a magical spear. However, when a combat situation arrives, the wielder will attack any enemy, and Backbiter will attack the wielder. The wielder will attack an enemy. When it... Oh. That's worded funny. For every attack made, Backbiter will attack the foe and also the wielder. This is a powerful spear, but one must ask if it is worth it in the end. The only way the Backbiter can be removed is by a Remove Curse spell. Combat abilities, 3 points of damage, piercing, inflicted on the wielder with every successful hit. So, I don't know, it's not the full damage, right? It's just 3. If you had enough HP, it might be worth it. Kind of think it is. I mean, we don't have anyone who uses spears, so I'm not going to try it, but... Nah, I don't know. It's probably not worth it. I think it would depend on the fight, right? Like, if you were going up against a single difficult opponent, then maybe Backbiter would be worth it, because the +3 damage you're taking per hit wouldn't be more than the damage you would take if the battle prolonged. But if you're fighting a lot of weak enemies that probably weren't going to hit you anyway, then Backbiter would be really bad, because you would have to hit each enemy and then be taking 3 damage on each hit. Yeah, it's probably just worth it just to sell this one. Again, not that we have anyone who even uses spears to begin with. That glyph of warding, though, or glyph of electricity, or glyph of death, or whatever they renamed it to, holy... I'm trying to think of a god or goddess. Holy Mistra was that nutso. So we're just gonna have to rest, and probably rest again, and rest again, and rest again, because
that might work.
Gotta heal that damage off somehow. Luckily, in spite of this area being populated by bandits, and even the Black Talon elite themselves, it didn't really appear to be that we were interrupted during our snooze, so that's a benefit. Anyway, that seems to be it. I hadn't really meant to explore this whole area, but there's just... Oh! Well, I was going to say there's... No, these are just dogs. There's nothing really to lead us to the bandit camp. Kelly, get that sword out. Get up in the front row. What are you doing? Anyway, well, with full HP, we're all set and ready to go to move on to the next area.
That might work.
Do you have anything else that's unidentified? We got the... Does Dynahair have the highest lore? Probably at 19. Jahira's is only 3. Imoen and Dynahair have equal lore.
I'm not surprised, but
I
what?
wonder if 19 is enough. These are arrows +1? No. That's fine. We'll worry about that later.
No, not in here. An unexpected request.
Yeah, Black Talon Elite. Not a bad treasured enemy to fight. That was a really funny way of saying that. Essentially, even though Black Talon Elites are tough to deal with, they... Why did the party move like that? They drop arrows +1 and their infamous...
What the heck?
Ice arrows +2. It is +2, right? Now I gotta ID it because I want to make sure I'm not speaking nonsense. No! They're not arrows +2. What, are fire arrows? Do we have any fire arrows? We fought a kobold, right? Here we go. Let's check this out. Yeah, arrows of fire +2. But the ice arrows are just normal ice arrows. This arrow is magically enhanced so as to burst into a rolling ball of ice, a cold when fired. When the fire arrow strikes its victim, a shock of cold will travel through its body, both burning and numbing to the very core. It's 1d6 plus 1d6. So 1d6 for the normal arrow damage, and then 1d6 for the ice. Yeah, the fire arrows are just better. Fancy. Well, regardless, the arrows of ice of the Black Talon Elite are still no small prize.
I'm not an unexpected request.
And they are a dangerous thing to go against, so we will pull our 2 fighters here up front, while the back row follow at a distance. Where are we? Which forest did we choose? We're in Peldvale. Alright.
Excellent. An unexpected request.
Another bear
Sure.
here. We'll leave this one
What
alone.
the heck? No! Excellent. That might work.
Look at that pause. This isn't StarCraft, Chezni. I keep issuing commands to Khalid and Luther, but every time you issue a command in the Infinity Engine, your characters pause.
No, not an unexpected
And
request.
so it's actually less efficient to initiate several move commands. It's better just to initiate one move command, let them get to the end of their position, and then initiate
Excellent.
a new one.
That might work.
Ah, StarCraft. The younger days when I had the time to play that. Okay, aside from some very menacing flowers, look how menacing these flowers are. There's nothing scary about Peldvale so far. Oh, it's like a barrel over here? What is this? 10 gold!
What the heck?
Otherwise, yeah, what's going on in Peldvale? Peldvale, you aren't scary. That's fine. The moment I say that is the moment like a, I don't know, a beholder comes out of the earth or something and kills
I'm not
us.
surprised.
Are there even beholders in
work.
Baldur's Gate? Not the first one. Surely not, right? No. Just the Nazubu or whatever that thing is.
Nature serves is good as
No, an
done.
unexpected request.
I'm probably saying that wrong.
Is good as done.
Excellent. That might
Still
work.
moving around, just scoping out Peldvale.
I'm not
Just
surprised.
finding what's out here. I don't really. We're just looking for some bandits, my friends. That's what today's episode is. Look for some bandits, get accosted by dogs and crazy blue men. What? What just happened? What just happened? Okay, the game heard us? No, it didn't obviously hear us, but I feel like that was karma. That was like, what? Gibberling attack roll. 20 damage, or rolls a 20, critical hit. Imoen takes 36 slashing damage from a Gibberling. What just happened? Okay. Alright, game. Alright, message received. I'm sorry. I won't make fun of you anymore.
Had to try.
You have need of me?
That's unfortunate. I think we're gonna have to go back and res Imoen. Not because we have to, but it's just like, what? That's okay. The friendly army is right next to us, so we'll be okay.
I shall return.
That's shocking. Okay, I will never make fun of a Gibberling again. In fact, I will definitely have to take any enemies seriously, because if a Gibberling can do 36 damage, what was Imoen's HP? 32. I can't even make the claim that it dealt exactly Imoen's damn HP. It dealt 4 HP over Imoen's HP. That's nuts.
I'm not surprised.
I can't believe that.
Okay, had to try. What the heck?
Anyway, I think we just issue the move command here and then have to find something interesting to talk about. Oh, the Fog of War prevents line of sight, so we'll have to fill in the Fog of War first. We have the Ring of Wizardry, right? Yeah, the Ever Memory, as it is so called. Okay. Let's go talk to Bentley Mirrorshade's wife. Yeah, so we had a run-in with a Gibberling. No, it was... We weren't underprepared. Yes, we were fully healed. No, we weren't pushing ourselves. It just... It decapitated our thief. Don't laugh, Mirrorshade's wife. Yes, we know where they are practically the weakest monster in the Sword Coast. Seriously though, from a statistical standpoint, how did that Gibberling do 36 damage? We have to assume, okay, I believe the way it works is in AD&D, when you get a crit, you just deal double maximum damage. Or is it just double damage? Well, let's assume it was maximum of whatever the Gibberling potentially could do, because that's the only way it can even make sense in my head. So, what? The Gibberling could do 36 divided by 2 is, what, 15, 18? 18? So how does Gibberling deal 18 damage? Now, let's see. Let's see if we can find the bonus text. Took 12 bonus damage. Okay, so where's that 12 bonus damage coming from? It's from the difficulty setting, right? We gotta adjust this to get the... Okay, here we go. Hard. All opponents do 50% more damage against the party.
Excellent. What the heck?
But why a bonus of 12? Ah, because it dealt 12, 12, and then half of that would be another 12. So
I'm not
that's
surprised, but what?
Clearly I'm a math genius. So it probably can deal a maximum of 12 damage. The crit allowed it to deal 12 plus 12, and then the 50% modifier from our difficulty gave it another 12. Fair bit of respectful coin. We can cure what ails thee if you need. What sort of cures do you have available? Yeah, raise our thief, please. Gosh, this is gonna be expensive. 600 gold. Well, it's not like we can't afford it.
No, not what the heck?
Well, Imoen will have to get re-geared here. So Gibberlings, do Gibberlings normally... Are they normally able to deal a D12 of damage? That seems high. But the difficulty setting that we're using shouldn't adjust the damage that enemies do. Or rather the base damage. It just should affect the damage that comes after. So yeah, I guess Gibberlings deal upwards of 1d12. Unless they have a strength modifier. Do Gibberlings have a strength mod? Let's assume they have 16 strength. That would be +2. Or maybe they even have 18 strength, which would be a what, +4? No. I think those numbers are wrong. I think you only get +4 if you have exceptional strength. Alright, Bentley. Yeah, we need to sleep all of that off.
Excellent. That might work.
After that fantastic interlude. Alright. So I'm sorry.
That
I'm
might
I'm
work.
sorry, game. You know what? It's totally fine if things in Pale Vale. That was where we were, right? No, we were in Larswood. No, we were in Peldvale. Good grief. It's like, oh, Peldvale, you're so non-threatening. There's nothing about you that's dangerous in any way. Oh my, look at the flowers. Gibberling just turns around with death in its eyes. I'm sorry, is this too easy for you? Alright. Hopefully we just don't have a repeat of
What the
that.
heck?
Nope. I'm not making this mistake again.
I know that
Fighters?
might work.
No, Diny Hair, get back here. Alright, fighters
Excellent,
at the
that might
ready.
work.
Up in front. Front and center. Roll call.
I'm not an unexpected request, but sure.
You've for the
Back row, follow very, very far behind.
But sure.
Okay, because even if our main front line gets critted, the crits will be averted. But who the... Oh my goodness. I totally forgot Viconia's here. Alright, well, let's see where this takes us. Help me. If you don't help me, they'll kill me. Calm down or we'll help you. Just tell us who you are. My name is Viconia. I'm not from around here. Thank you so much for helping. Well, that was fast. We didn't even agree to anything yet.
Serve the flaming fist.
Oh boy. Step aside, travelers. I am a member of the Flaming Fist. The woman you are harboring is wanted for murder of the foulest sort. She is a dark elf, and it should be obvious that she is evil. They lie. I've done nothing wrong. What do you intend to do once you have her? Kill her, of course. Wait a minute. Is she actually a murderer? Hold up. What's going on here? Calm down, tells you you are. Step aside, remember the woman you is wanted for murder of the foulest sort. I mean, if she's a murderer, I don't know. What would Luther do in this situation? It's tough, right? It's tough because Luther really never gets put in a situation like this in Lands of Lore. The closest we get is basically any interaction between Dawn and him, but Dawn is never accused. Luther doesn't get a chance to interact with other evil characters very often. And the few times that he does, it's either in an antagonistic sense, like Belial, or it is in a camaraderie sort of sense, like with the thief in the underground of the Hewline village. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... I think she's just gonna have to get killed here, because she's being chased by the law as a murder. We have no... Luther has no reason to step in and disbelieve the Flaming Fist. Well, if she's a murderer, that's what she deserves. You can have her. A wise choice. You may go on your way. Just like surface dwellers, traitorous scum. Oh boy. Oh, well, Viconia apparently has decided to attack us. She even managed to knock Luther out. Did we kill her? Yeah, Viconia takes 4 missile damage from Jaheira. Hey, you know, we were in danger.
I serve the flaming fist.
There are other things that I must now attend to. Good day. Dude, your convict tried to kill us. And that's it? We dispatched her for you, and you're just gonna walk around the forest until you evaporate in the thin... Alright. Now, goodbye, Viconia.
Excellent. An unexpected request, but sure.
Well,
I'm an unexpected request, but sure.
it can't be said that we are an evil party, at the very least.
No, that might work.
Even if the law is certainly blind at times. It's kind of an interesting idea. I don't want to get overly philosophical here, so that's not the intent behind what the next conversation I'm going to go into, but it's an interesting concept, isn't it? As I've grown older, I almost see that, like, it almost
I know that
feels
might work.
that radicalism in any direction too far is actually evil. So there's nothing wrong with the law, but if you follow the law to an extreme, it becomes evil, even if its intent is good. But of course, given the very brief context with which we had to understand the situation of Viconia being chased, the only information— oh gosh, spiders. The only information we had was
Not in here.
Viconia is a murderer, she is bad. And if we take that at face value, then we have no reason to trust her. Alright, huge spiders here. They do have poison, I believe, but at this point in the game, it's a very weak poison compared to our max HP. Not to mention the fact that Jahir, I believe, has a slow poison spell. Soon enough, Luther will have slow poison, of course, being granted from the special abilities
But sure.
given to a good Gorian's ward. It's interesting that they took those away by the time you get to Baldur's Gate 2. I believe they did anyway. No, do they still take them away? Wait, who is Ted?
Hello?
Hey there, city folk. So what in the name of Lothander takes you so far from home? Ugh, the text box is too— I can't read. We are a band of raving lunatics. Bwahaha. We are adventurers. Your adventurers? I used to have an uncle who thought of himself as some kind of hero. He had the sword, shield, the whole bit. But he got himself killed, see? He was going off to kill some sort of beastie with all his buddies, but something went terribly wrong. I guess his beastie figured out he was coming and set up a trap for him and his friends. So anyway, there him and his buddies, trudging through the wilderness in their way to the monster's lair. Then all of a sudden, bam! Smack! The monster leaps out and starts tearing and ripping off arms and legs. When my pop found his brother, there was nothing left but a big pile of rotting meat. Is that the— I want him to keep going. What's the conclusion of the story? Was that it? None of the options we have allow us to hear the end of that story. That was a real cool story. You wouldn't by any chance have any advice for us? Some sort of adventuring advice? Oh yeah, I have lots of adventuring advice. If you wants to get rich, the best place to go would probably be the ruins at Firewine Bridge. If you want some action, why don't you give some back? Give back some of that treble those bandits have been dishing out on the Coast Way. Thanks, Ted. Thanks for your TED Talk. Real helpful, that one.
That might work.
Ooh. A band of neutral bandits. A band of bandits, if you will.
That might
This is
work.
probably something we'll want to prepare ourselves for. Why don't we just have Jahira drop Bless? It's probably not mandatory, but whatever. +1 on everything sounds like a good idea.
Excellent.
The real problem with Bless is it just takes forever to cast in combat. So it's a good one to have preemptively up. It's your choice. Which hits the ground first? Your swords or your heads? Be smart now, and you'll all live to grow wise. You'll not take us alive. As you like it, fools. Your children will be orphans tonight. Yeah, well, we'll see,
I'm not
won't we?
surprised. But what?
We ran into another group of bandits. Does Dynahair have sleep? Dynahair, why don't you have sleep? She'll just cast glitter dust here. Oh boy, this isn't good. The party kind of moved in a funny way. Let's reissue the
I'm
commands.
not surprised.
Luther will melee engage that one and that bandit. Unfortunately, Riken is coming up hard and fast on us. So perhaps instead, we'll actually have Luther engage Riken. Khalid will come up and engage this bandit. Jahir will try to charm this bandit on the left. Imoen will fire arrows, and Dynahair will cast glitter dust and hopefully not get sniped by one of these random bandits.
That might work.
Wait, why did that not work? Oh, there's just a weird delay on the graphic. Okay, that's a lot of blinded bandits. In fact, even Riken failed his roll. Was that a double cast? Look at that, it says Riken was blinded twice. What happened there? There's also a lot of bandits on the HUD, but it doesn't seem like there's that many there. Oh well. Okay, with Riken blinded, Luther should be good to just keep engaging against him, and then the rest of the party can just pick and choose these random bandits to fight. Looks like Khalid got hit, but he's fine. This one bandit is getting in Luther's way, so we'll just have... Oh, well, then he exploded. We'll just have the rest of the party deal with Riken. I don't think we really need to analyze this fight. I don't think it's going to be difficult enough. Yeah, the fight's basically over. I don't know why these bandits aren't fighting back. I think it's because they're blind? What's going on? That was weird.
But sure.
They just kind of stood there. I don't know. Riken apparently had a fancy hammer. A lot of scalps to be had here. Didn't mean to grab that leather armor. The real question I have is, what if we solve the bandit problem before talking to Vi again? Do we lose the ability to sell her all of these scalps we've been picking up? That would be annoying. Oh well. So at this point of the game, the DM kind of rolls his eyes and says, really? I gave you 2 chances. I gave you 2 chances to join with the bandits, or to pretend to have them capture you, or something. And you killed both of them. The DM also laboriously goes on and says, Tranzig was gifted to you, so that you could extort information from him, and you guys also just decided to murder him in cold blood. I don't know what to do for you anymore, because with all these clues that you guys have run over and messed up, I don't know how to make the plot progress. So, he just says, he opens up the map. I'm waiting until we get to the end of the screen. He opens up the map and says, fine, you know what? The bandit camp, it's over there. That's what happens if you fail every attempt to join the bandit camp. Alright, we got that new art.
But sure.
This is funny. It says, we discovered the bandit camp. Is that how that worked? I've discovered the bandit camp. The largest tent should belong to their leader, and within it I shall be able to find documents that reveal who pulls their strings. Oh yeah, we really discovered it, didn't we?
I'm not surprised. No, an unexpected request, but sure.
It is a little funny, though, that after you slaughter all of your leads to the bandit camp, if you mess them all up, they're just like, fine. You know what? The bandit camp's up there. I guess in some ways, maybe it could be seen as you had to thoroughly comb the entire forest, and eventually you stumbled upon the camp. It's the only way I can make sense of it, anyway. We have this main path here. If you follow the main path, I believe you just don't run into anything. We're going to kind of try and scope out the perimeter as much as possible, so we are going to walk up this path. So yeah, if you were a traveler, you were just following the path, you would miss Robin Hood's merry men hiding in the forest to our right. Oh, who turned out the lights?
Excellent. I'm not an unexpected request, but sure.
And indeed, walking down the path leads us to nothing.
No, not in here.
I hate the darkness. It's like so hard to see anything.
Excellent, that might work.
Yes, as you direct.
I'm not surprised, but what? That might work.
Okay, so this part's kind of fun. You basically get to now just assault the entire camp.
Excellent.
Because they're just hostile, because they perceive you as just some guy who decided to wander into their forest.
I'm not surprised.
Which means we get to go on a killing spree. This is going to be very combat-oriented. We're only down a Bless spell. Well, we're also down Dynahair's Glitter Dust spell. Do we need to rest to fix that? Khalid has bad morale at night. We should probably rest.
Excellent.
Okay, it's now hour 5. It will be
That might work.
daylight soon-ish.
What the heck?
We're gonna kind of draw some of these guys in.
That might work.
We don't want to go too deep into the camp and stir the hornet's nest entirely, so we're gonna try to pull out 1 or 2 bandits at a time and just deal with them in the normal fashion. These are just normal bandits, chill hobgoblins. They have a bit more HP. The chill hobgoblins with arrows are the ones you really want to watch out for, because they have this weird innate ability to poison you with their arrows. However, when you pick the arrows up, they're just normal arrows. I have no clue why it works like that. The arrows aren't innately poisonous.
That might work.
But because these hobgoblins don't have bows, they just have these rather large, what is this, short sword? I guess we'll find out when we kill one. It'd be weird if hobgoblins wield short swords. No, they are bastard swords, okay.
Excellent.
We can take their scalps because apparently they count as bandits as well. That being said, with the, again, ridiculously high AC that we now have, I wouldn't call it ridiculously high, but I would say very, very healthy AC that both Khalid and Luther possess. Fighting normal enemies like this is pretty simple. In fact, I would almost guarantee that hit that Luther took had to have been from a crit. Let's check that. Just kind of want to get a feel for how dangerous these things are. Luther takes 18 slashing. Oh, that was a named hobgoblin, Ardner Crush. Oh, okay. He only rolled a 13, but he had a +5 on it, which gave him the 18. Well, with Ardnor Crush out of the way, I suppose
Excellent.
the rest of the hobgoblins will not be as strong. Yeah, what were the other hobgoblins rolling? Ardner had a +5. What's going on? Whereas the normal hobgoblins... Did they even get an attack roll? Okay, seriously, did any of the hobgoblins attack us? I'm not seeing any of their attack rolls. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, here we go. They had a 9+4. Okay, well, that's better than I thought it would be. So Ardnor only had a +1 on top of a normal hobgoblin chill, as they are called. A lot of chests in the bandit camp. Not surprising, probably ill-gotten gains, but hey, they're our ill-gotten gains now. It's not stealing if they're evil. We're gonna go jump into this tent here if the pathing will be kind to us. Ooh, Tursus. And apparently Tursus just immediately becomes hostile and we kill him. Murders random hobgoblin in his home. Gorion would be proud of your actions.
An unexpected request, but sure.
And we'll take a quick look and see if there's anything around here. We'll have Imoen just kind of vaguely wander around detecting traps. I don't know if there is any trap. What is that? That's a funky oil of speed. Definitely not healthy to drink that one. Still need to get Joestar? Joseph's Greenstone Ring. I hope it's not Joseph Joestar.
An unexpected request.
Jojo!
What you want? I've done had enough of this.
Oh. A locked chest with nothing but a couple swords inside.
An unexpected request.
How
but
uneventful. I feel like we're getting small potatoes here. This is a bandit camp. Come on, where's the riches? Hold yourself, Chezni. That is not the words of a chaotic good hero, right? Oh boy, that's a lot of flines. Regular Knoll veteran. Okay, this is one fline. We'll actually have Jahira pull out a club here, and she'll go after this regular Knoll. Luther will go after the flying. Khalid will go after the Knoll veteran.
Yep.
The rest of the party will just aimlessly use their ranged attacks. Having a one-to-one, one party member on each melee Knoll will help protect the back line. In fact, that flying died so quickly that it really didn't even matter. Is it flind or flind? I have always said flind. But now when I think about that word phonetically, flind would make much more sense, right? Looks like Luther got nicked at some point, so we're gonna have Jaheira give a quick heal on him, and then check the contents of the tent. Man, so many empty barrels. Nothing.
I've done had enough of this.
And apparently this chest isn't trapped, or it's beyond Imoen's ability to detect. Some gold and a pearl necklace. Pearl necklace is pretty good. Don't be fooled, that's not a silver necklace, even though the graphic is nearly indistinguishable.
Excellent. An unexpected request, but sure. That
Hey,
might work.
it's daytime. Oh boy. Another hobgoblin. This is a normal hobgoblin. It's not even a chill hobgoblin. Where's he going? Jaheira needs to go back to using her sling. Ah, come on, Jaheira. Jaheira, what are you doing here? She does have 3 AC,
How did this happen?
even with the shield.
No, not in here. I will not make this contest safe.
Yep.
Excellent.
We're gonna heal Jaheira just to make sure she doesn't come down with a sudden case of death.
I'm not surprised. An unexpected request, but sure. No! What the heck?
We'll kind of do a total sum check of a lot of the things we're picking up after they've all been picked up from the camp, if that makes sense. We could individually check each and every item, but that becomes tedious. Doesn't even seem to be a way to get into this tent. Who got Dynahair? Oh boy. Okay, well, we lost Dynahair. And that was completely my fault for not having proper party order. Gosh darn it.
You're a queer.
That's just such a pain. I think that ultimately this becomes sort of the motif, if you will, for party deaths in Baldur's Gate, and why a lot of times people just end up kind of reloading and not really worrying too much about... Where is Dynahair's body?
No, not in here.
Oh no, we already picked up all
That
other
might
stuff.
work.
Anyway, it's sort of one of the reasons why a lot of people just reload the game after someone dies. Because yes, it saves you the gold of having to resurrect the dead party member, which is not insignificant, but boy, is it just kind of obnoxious to have to keep bouncing back and forth. Should we even go back? I feel bad. Dynahair has like become a part of our party. It feels wrong to do this without her.
An unexpected request, but sure.
We're also going to do something kind of funny here. We're going to go south of the friendly arm. And then we're going to go
An
north back
unexpected request.
into it, which is going to allow us to pop into the
An
southern
unexpected
side.
request, but sure.
That trick takes an additional 8 hours to do, but... Sorry, 16, because we have to go round trip. Man! Dynahair, you couldn't have dodged one of those arrows. It was my fault for having her up front, though, of course. Yeah, rolled an 11. Oh my goodness, that bandit hit on a 2. No, there was no chance of Dynahair dodging that.
I'm not surprised, but what?
A hit on a
An
2.
unexpected request, but sure.
Literally the only way that
What
the bandit could have missed is if they rolled a 1. 1,200 gold total spent rezzing people from the bandit camp. It's getting a little expensive.
No, not in here. That might work.
I wonder if Bentley gets upset if you sleep in his inn. He
Excellent, that might
doesn't.
work.
All right,
That
cool.
might work.
Yeah, so I guess the moral of today's story really is maintain proper party order at all times. Because your 10 AC mage does not want to be getting shot at by bandit arrows on any day. We'll gear her up real quick. She didn't really have very much, did she? Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, no it wasn't. What am I talking about? Okay, close enough. But yeah, in actual D&D, deaths, if you're going to play with a DM that actually has death be part of the campaign, a lot of DMs don't, because they just want to have more just like fun with the party, right? Or like maybe the party just doesn't want to play the game extremely mechanically.
Excellent.
But if you have a DM that includes death as part of the adventure, it's usually a little more interesting than, well, our party member died. Guess we'll go back to the inn, or the temple, and resurrect them, and then go back. Like, because events happen in a more intimate way, you can the DM can usually make party deaths more interesting. It's kind of the disconnect between how do you connect, right? Something like a party member death, from a computer role-playing game,
That might work.
from the tabletop to the computer role-playing game. Because in the computer game, it's uninteresting. It's uninteresting and tedious. Which I think, didn't Pillars of Eternity remove death? And instead you're, oh my goodness. In Pillars of Eternity, didn't you instead,
I'm not surprised. But what? That might work.
your characters just got knocked out or something?
I'll do my best.
I need to go back and play that one. Anyway, hilariously, we had proper party order here, but the back row got split up, and we're going to get into a real nasty fight here that we could lose both Imoen and Dynahair in rather quickly. You come mock Garklax? Garklax's clan has been in cave long enough. Let us out now or die. Sorry, you ugly Knoll, but you won't be getting out today. Then you won't get out either. Alright, so we're gonna try to have somebody exit the cave here. Oh my gosh, I think Dynahair is stuck. Is there a way we can just remove Dynahair from this situation? Do we have any kind of sanctuary ability? No, there's very little we can do here. Potion of Insulation doesn't help us. Oh boy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna have Dynahair try to nuke this Knoll veteran.
No, not in here.
We're gonna have everyone pour everything we have into this Knoll veteran. Because the idea is that we're gonna kill this guy. Whoa, Dynahair, calm down. Anyway, we're just gonna try to nuke this one. No, come on, Dynahair, just run. Alright, we did it. Now, Imoen is she stands a bit better of a chance just due to the higher AC. Luther's gonna engage, I think, this Knoll in melee. Jaheira's gonna come over here. Imoen's gonna run back and forth in between the caves. And because some of the Knolls tried to follow her, she now has her opportunity to escape as they went in and out to try to intercept her. Khalid is going to engage this flying. Imoen's going to gain the attention of all these Knolls and drag them south. Jaheira is going to pull back a little bit. Dynahair is going to continue to run like mad, largely because this Flind is chasing her. The Flind decided to finally focus on Khalid. Jaheira will assist with her sling. Dynahair and Jaheira both assisting with the sling now. The Flind has fallen, and we've regained control of this situation. That looked really, really bad for a hot second there. Like, legitimately, if the situation had gone just the wrong way, we would have lost Dynahair and Imoen easily. Apparently, Garklax, the mighty Gnoll, is here, engaging us. We'll just have everyone focus on him with melee attacks. I'm sure he'll fall, just like any of the other named ruffians we've been encountering in this camp. Okay, this last Gnoll elite is just like, no, I don't want to die. Well, Dynahair seems happy. More so than the outburst she had earlier. Why was she doing that? What did she even say? It's probably because we clicked on her too many times.
Whatever they wish my ear, they call. Whatever they wish, they call. Whatever they wish, they call. Go here, do that. What about my needs? These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Who art thou to touch me?
Yeah. So, anyway, if you didn't know, you can click on the characters several times to get weird dialogue from them. It's usually pretty funny. Two fighters will block the path here, making it relatively impossible for the Gnolls to sneak through. They're being displaced, I think, by the bats. But that's that. Apparently the bandits were keeping the Gnolls in a cave back here, probably discriminating against them due to the fact that they're arguably less humanoid than hobgoblins or, of course, humans. Okay, again, keeping the fighters up front. We're just gonna have Khalid and Luther move forward, so they draw the aggro of anyone off into the unknown parts of the Fog of War. We're gonna continue doing that. That way, all of the AIs see our fighters first, and then we'll pull everyone else forward. We have some kind of named guy, Torgaz Kosan. This guy has a hammer that hits like a truck. And we will actually respect it, because whoever he's going after will disengage. We really just can't afford to have them fight hand-to-hand against them. Against, what is his name? Torgaz.
I will not make this contact.
Now, Luther's taking quite a bit of damage here. We're going to have him heal with his Cure Light Wounds. He should be okay. Meanwhile, Khalid's going to give Torgaz the runaround. Wait, was Luther interrupted? Did he not successfully cast? Cure Light Wounds. No, he was healed.
You have need of it. None are better.
These regular bandits are doing a lot of work.
Not in here.
I'm kind of surprised, really.
Oh, I will not make this.
What the? Why are there zombies here? Whoa! What is going on? Luther, what is happening? Okay, alright. He receives a 20. Bandit rolls a 20. Are these just normal rolls? Rolls a 19. Hits on a 19. That makes sense. Ooh, hits on a 17. Okay, I don't know. These bandits almost seem like super bandits. We're gonna have Luther drink a potion. We're gonna have to get out of here.
Excellent.
I'm quite surprised that he is struggling so much against those. And meanwhile, Khalid is having all sorts of shenanigans where he's running through the forest for his life. And somewhere along the way, in an almost Scooby-Doo-esque fashion, he runs into a horde of zombies.
What the heck?
Which I can't help but feel like is just somehow in character for our stammering knight.
Not in here. Excellent.
In rare form, Luther is going to have to be the one to swap over to his ranged attack. We're going to attempt to charm Torgaz. It's probably going to fail. We're going to cast Glitter Dust down here. Hopefully it's going to hit the zombies. And Imoen will go ahead and use the Wand of Magic Missile on Torgaz. Khalid is going to engage these zombies in melee combat. Charm Person fails, not surprises. Not really surprised there. That's fine. The rest of us should be able to hopefully assist here by thinning out some of these zombies. We are going to have Khalid stand still and take the full ire of Targaz. Yeah, and he's getting hit there, unfortunately. I don't think we can afford to do that. We're going to have to keep running. Have him keep running.
I'm not surprised, but what?
Party will continue to thin out these zombies. Okay, with all of them down, we can focus on Targaz. Dynahair can use her meager magic missile. Jaheira will continue to cast Cure Light Wounds on Luther. I think I accidentally canceled the most recent cast, which is unfortunate. I shouldn't have done that.
I'm not surprised,
My
but
blade
what?
will cut you down to size.
And yeah, maybe we can have... We'll have Jaheira cast one more Cure Light Wounds on Luther, and we'll have them all just kind of run in here. Or rather, the two fighters run in here and see what we can do. Ooh, nice hit. 30 damage from Luther.
Excellent.
Wow. That was an explosion. 2,000 EXP. A lot of good stuff here. Full plate mail.
Whatever they need.
Dynahair took a level. We need to re-memorize... Oh no, they kept it. When we unequipped the Evermemory, I thought perhaps it would forget which spells we had memorized through Evermemory, but apparently it didn't. Ugh. Is she the one who can't learn sleep? That's awful. I guess we'll just give her more magic missiles.
I'm not surprised.
Probably should have blinded Targaz now that I'm thinking about it, but we did cast Glitter Dust on him. I didn't see if he saved versus that or not. Nope. Lesson learned. We're pulling the fighters up front.
But sure.
No, forget that. We're taking a sleep. You know, amidst the zombie and bandit-filled forest. Apparently it worked. Apparently it worked again.
Unexpected request, but sure.
Alright guys, well I think that's where we're going to cut it today. I didn't expect to have so much death. So much death at the hands of what are relatively low-level creatures, except those super bandits over there. Why were those bandits hitting Luther so much? It was not expected, that's for sure. But he lived with 1 HP. Never, ever discredit the value of just 1 more HP. When we come back, we'll continue raiding the bandit camp, probably finishing it off by confronting the bandit leader and hopefully getting some answers as to what the heck is going on amidst all of these Sword Coast Iron shenanigans. Thank you as always for watching, my friends. Hope to see you soon in the next one. Take care out there.